This video is going to help you get started coding using the program Scratch. We're going to get started. So once you've logged into your Scratch account, you want to go across the top here and click on the button that says Create to create a new Scratch project. Now, in this project, we're going to be working on coding some of your own musical instruments to create a rock band. We're going to work through the first few steps for this project. This project's perfect for first-time users of Scratch or for those that haven't done any coding before. So the first thing you're going to notice on the screen, this is what the Scratch desktop looks like. And you'll see here the cat, which is the mascot for Scratch, but we're not going to need him in our project for today. So what we're going to do is we're going to right-click on the Scratch cat and we're going to delete him from our project. Once he's been deleted, we want to add in our own sprite, and we can do that by choosing it from the library. So if you click down here, you'll see you can choose a sprite from the library, and you're going to scroll down until you find the drums. Now you can choose drum 1 or drum 2 for your project. You're going to click on drum 1 and press OK, and what you're going to see is it's going to insert the drum into your project. You can move it around so you can place it where you'd like it to go. Once you've got the drum on the screen, we want to shrink the size of the drum down a little bit. So if you move your cursor up along the top here, you'll see the two buttons. One is grow and shrink. If you click on the shrink, bring it back to the drum and click on the drum a few times, you can see the drum gets a little bit smaller. So once you've got your drum to the size that you would like, we're going to stop for a moment and we're going to rename and save our project. So if you go across to the top here, you'll see at the moment the project's called Untitled. We'd like to give it a name. So we're going to call this project Rock Band. You can choose your own name for the project. And then once you've done that, go back up to the top and press File, Save Now. This will create a saved version of the project. So now that we've got the drum on inserted into our project, we want to give our project a background, so a performance area. We want to think of it like a real stage. So to do that, I'd like you to go down to where it says Stage on your screen and click on that, and we're going to add a new backdrop where it says Choose Backdrop from Library. And I'd like you to have a look by scrolling again, and you'll see that there is an actual stage background that we can add to our project. So there's the two different stages. I'm going to choose the green one for now, and I'm going to pop that into my project so that my drum has got a background. So you'll see that loading up now. What we need to do next is we want the drum to make a sound when it's hit. This is where we're going to start to add in some of the scripts and some of the coding blocks to create the action for this. So if you click on the drum, go to scripts. Sorry, if you click on the drum down the bottom and go to your scripts up here, you're going to find lots of different events and controls that you can use for your drum. Now we want the drum to be able to make a sound when it's clicked. So we need to think about the drum as a sprite, and when it's clicked, we want the drum to play. So if we go to events, we can start to see we have some options. So we want, for when this sprite is clicked, if you click on the block there and drag it across, it will start to build the script for your project. So when the sprite is clicked, we want it to create a sound. So we're going to go across to the sound, and we want it to play the drum for play drum 1 for 0.25 beats. And we're going to attach that to our other block. Now, if I try this out, if I come across and click on that drum, I should be able to start to hear the drum playing. So let's try it out. So you can see now when I click on that drum, it makes a sound. The next thing we can do is change the way the drum looks when it's clicked, and we can create a new costume for the drum. By clicking on the Costumes tab, we're going to make a duplicate of this drum. So we're going to right-click the drum, and we're going to press Duplicate. And we're going to give the drums some new names. So the drums are going to be called Not Hit and Hit, so that we can distinguish between the two different drums that we're using. Now for the hit drum, we're going to add some lines to it so it looks like it's making a sound when we hit it. So I'm going to insert some of those lines into that costume. So we now have the drum there twice. So when it's hit and not hit. And now, so when I click on the drum, I want it to be able to change. So I'm going to go back to my scripts and I'm going to add something in here. So when this sprite is clicked, I want the looks to change. So I'm going to go to looks and I'm going to switch costume to hit. And I'm going to slot that in between. So when the sprite is clicked, I'm going to switch the costume to hit. I'm going to play drum 1 for 0.25 beats. And then I'm going to switch the costume to not hit. And I'm going to do that by adding that block and changing the costume to not hit. Now, if we go and try our drum now, hopefully we should have it change the way it looks when it's hit. So now would be a good time to save your project. So we're going to take a moment to go back to File and we're going to press Save Now. So we won't lose any of the work that we've finished so far. And they're the very first steps to get yourself coding using Scratch.